you have to start when they're very young. And right away we had fantastic coaches, very strict, very tough. When I look back on it, I can't believe how tough they were on him. But he loved it from the beginning. He always just loved gymnastics. And that set the stage for him being, his fundamentals being set properly. In fact, to this day, a lot of what he has is because of his initial coaching that he had with his first coach.
Jesse certainly had a lot of opportunities, and so he turned down scholarships pretty much everywhere. I know he got into Stanford; they wanted him. The piece where Jesse wanted to excel both in gymnastics and the military, there was no question, and so that's what drove him to West Point.
He just fights for both. He wanted to be a good student and he wanted to be a good gymnast, and that's been very tough on him. So I think in the big picture, I'm extremely proud that he was able to pull both off, and to graduate from West Point is just phenomenal. In fact, I think if I realized what this would be like before he came, I might have forced him to come here because I see how good it was for him. I didn't know, I was ambivalent. He asked me, "Dad, should I go to Stanford or go to West Point? What should I do?" And I said, "You have to decide. I don't really know." But after I see what this is built into him in his life, the difficulty it's been and how he's been successful, I'm so proud of him, so glad he came.
There's the military aspect and the academic aspect that West Point really throws at you real hard. That is just, it's pretty rigorous, throw them all together and make you deal with them all at once. So, just being able to balance everything, balance the schedule, prioritize, when you have to let some things go in order to do well on others.
He's developed that understanding of how to be successful at the academy. It's hard at first, but really to kind of nudge him along, to kind of show him that it's, it's the process, enjoy the process. Sometimes you forget that, and really, truly, that's the most important thing. I mean, these kids started doing this like when they were 6 years old, and it's got to be fun. And so to get that fun back, I think he's starting to do that, a lot this year. And as a result, I think his gymnastics is starting to come out pretty good.
It was an awesome team when I first got here, and there's some really cool seniors, and they really led the team. But I think the level of talent has really started to grow ever since, and you can see it in the results. Every year we do better and better, and it attracts a better team as well. So I think, our team, has a really bright future. It was a big milestone in our gymnastics program, and as you know, we haven't made it to the NCAAs as a team for at least 10 years. So it was a long time coming, and there was a build-up of just the progression of building the team up to become capable to be able to do that well. But I think it was just a big relief and it was really exciting for everybody that we actually reached that mark. And not only for us, but for the old grads, for members of the team from the years previous, because I know they contributed to our success to that point. It all come together.
Everybody knows him, in the gymnastics world, the coaches, the judges, and then certainly a lot of the athletes. And so the junior athletes, they know him. Like this year with Cole Casanova coming in, who's a plebe, he is an outstanding gymnast. He had a lot of opportunities as well. But Jesse being here, this young guy, watching him be successful, has turned the corner for him, and he's here now too. So him, Nathan Goff, those are really top, high-level athletes. And so to have, right now, Jesse as a senior, Nathan Goff, and then a real strong mixture of other guys that are doing 2 and 3, 4 events for us right now. It's a strong team. We are going to do well.
Honestly, I think the biggest reward has been seeing the team grow, both in the sense of its capability as a team to compete and do gymnastics and better than it's ever done, but also just as a team, and just see some of the people grow, and honestly see myself grow too, thanks to some of the old seniors that did leave. So I think that's what's awesome about this place, is not only teaches you how to do gymnastics better, how to be a better student, but it really teaches you to grow and become more capable persons.
He's the best one, by far. He's by far the best one. And so, we've had great kids, on some events. The best one at the time, Steve Marshall, made the national team in '96. And he was a great gymnast. But the sport has, developed and grown, and certainly the level of skills and routines that Jesse's doing now are far, far beyond what Steve Marshall and some of the other guys were doing, 10, 15, 20 years ago.